Hello, and welcome to this new episode of Uncle Tone's Divinations. This morning we are looking at the energy for you for June 28th, 2026. It's also a timeless reading, so if you feel guided to listen to this video at a later time, you still should be able to find some information, some clarity, to help and guide you on your destiny's path. Let's start our ritual by lighting a second candle so that we temporarily anchor in your ancestors and spirit guides, so that they can join my ancestors and spirit guides to bring you this message that I hope will be positive, constructive, ameliorative. Very well, so let's see what's the energy, what's the message for you today. And we are starting with the Symbolon. As always, please remember to use your intuition and discernment. Remember that not every reading is your reading, so take what resonates only and discard the rest. That being said, so let's see. What's the first card? What's the first energy that the collective needs to be aware to start this reading this morning? To help and guide them on their destiny's path. Yeah, thank you. Start with the sick king. With the mage underneath. And it seems that there is a masculine energy that is doing magic in the background to keep you sick spiritually, to keep you away from your destiny, to prevent you from walking away, from being your own boss, your own master, from ruling your kingdom. Confirmation in the background. What else do we need to tell the collective this morning? We have a second card, please. Thank you. Fear. Yeah. Fear of death, fear of the unknown, fear of the invisible forces that are lurking in the shadows, in the background. The comedian is with fear. I feel this is the energy, the mirrored energy of this magician that's working in the background. It's the energy that they are projecting onto you to prevent you from moving on, from doing your own thing. It's like they are weaving a web of lies, of deceit, of fright around you. They are conjuring energies, entities, negative entities, to go towards you, to keep you sick, to keep you stuck. While they are impersonating your energy, while they are acting like they are the king, but they are only acting. It's like, as long as you stay in this second fright and this immobilism, they can drape themselves in your true energy, in your kingship. This energy, this magician, is somebody that is in your family, that is close to you, in your family tree. It is somebody that has had to care for you in the past. But this mirrored energy, as I was speaking precedently, as I was speaking just before, it's also the energy where you are actually not frightened of those energies, but you are kind of sick of being stuck, and where you are about to leave this part of your life, this environment, this magician that tries to keep you stuck. And when you do, the entities that have been projected and that have been called upon you will turn back on them. As soon as you walk away and you take back your clothes, your aura, those entities will see them for what they are truly. What else do we need to tell the collective this morning? Can we have another card, please? Attachments. See, they are gaining in the material from using, from abusing you, from wearing your energy. The Lover under the deck. Yeah. They are gaining materially, and they are also gaining health, beauty. But as you regain your true nature, your nurturing nature, your creative nature, your ability to generate, to manifest abundance creatively, intuitively, as you are doing this move away from this energy, from this environment, from this person that has been attached spiritually, but also in the closeness that is between you and the physical. Yeah. As you do this, you are this fool that is embarking on a new journey, and that's mirroring back to this false king, to this comedian, their own energy. And so they fall from grace. Yeah. It's like they go from this mirror that they were looking themselves into, to the real mirror that is your mirror, that is the one that shows them their true nature. Can we have a fourth and last card, please? What else do we need to tell the collective this morning? What do they need to know? What's coming for them in the future as they walk away from this energy? Thank you. Well, there you go, confession. under the deck, matter and spirit. Mid deck, master and student. The puppet. And depression. Yeah, what's coming in for you, and what's coming also for this energy, this magician in the background, this close family member that's been hurting you, both spiritually, financially. Yeah, it's the fact that you have proved to the divine your worthiness. You have burned through karma. You have already done the steps for repentance. Yeah. But this other energy needs to then be and go in this energy of repentance. It needs to atone for its sins, not only against you but against the divine, for thinking that they could place themselves above God, or even just at God's level. Just, yeah. See, you have understood through this hardship, this part of your life that's about to end, you have understood the relationship between your energy spiritually and the manifestation of this energy in the physical. You have mastered your energy in a very flamboyant way. You have mastered your energy while being drained by another. It is no small feat. Yeah. You have walked through hell in a way. You have been kept in a depressive state, in a state where you didn't even try to go for the light for quite some time. But as this energy gets inverted, you are getting out of the darkness, and this energy is going into the darkness, into this depression, this sadness, this sorrow, into their own personal hell. Yeah. And so the roles will be inverted. This energy that tried to be your master and to keep you in a student or even a slave state, in a state where they felt they were above you, that they were controlling you, they could manipulate and control you as they wished. This energy will be inverted. You will become the master, they will become the student. But with the wisdom that you have gained, you will also have the strength, the knowledge, the intent and the actions to not keep them in this puppet state, not to keep them in a slave state, but to show them what it is to really be treated as a student and not as a subservient. You will teach them by freeing them and by letting the divine teach them the lessons that they need to learn, but you will not be enacting those lessons. If you have to enact those lessons, it will not be directly, it will be by the example that you set in your own life. That has nothing to do with them. It is only the fact that they would be looking at what you are doing. That would be a hard lesson for them to learn, a hard pill to swallow. Let's go in your soul's voice oracle. Let's see, can we have a card, please? What does the collective need to know? Help and guide them moving forward, becoming this guide, this master. Thank you. There's a message to be given, to be transmitted. A message that you will receive intuitively. And we have a second card, please. Thank you. Yeah. Message to pardon, to release energetically what was bound energetically between you and this other soul, this other energy, this other person that kept you both in a mirrored energy. You have "It is not me" under the deck. Real soulmates rediscovering one another. Submission under the deck. And fears under "It is not me." Let's see, we have fears twice here. Well, yeah, there's this message that your soul wants you to understand, wants your mind, your conscience to understand. You have to forgive yourself for this part of your life where you have, in a way, allowed yourself to stay stuck by not feeling the energies around you and not trusting what you felt, not to move away from this person, from this environment before or sooner. You have to forgive yourself for something that was cast upon you that was not really yours to carry or to receive, but still it was part of your destiny to receive and to live through this energy, to learn from it. it's a hard understanding, a hard pill to swallow, to realize that we live through situation, events, feelings, things that happen to us that are also happening for us, but they're not just happening for us, they are happening to us also, but they might not be happening because of our own volition, but they are linked karmically to cycles from past lives. And the understanding that we get consciously with our minds, with our feelings, is not the same as the one that our soul retains from those events, those feelings, those things that happen to us and for us. Sometimes we are placed in a position that we deem or we feel as being a victim position, but we are spiritually really the master that's guiding the student. The student is the one that's imposing its energy wrongfully, that's acting wrongfully, and you are in this position of the master that gets to endure, to receive energies, situation, feelings that are hard to receive, that are hard to live through, but because you are this master, you have the capacity to get through it. If the roles were reversed, if this student was in the position that you are, or that you have been in, and that they would have had to live through what you have lived through, they most probably wouldn't have had the strength to do it. Yeah, it is quite a paradox to understand this inversion of how the energies work spiritually and physically. There's this paradox of what we understand and learn as a soul, and what we have to live through, what is made manifest in the physical in our lives. It is partly because of the fact that we do not remember our past lives as we come into each of those new incarnations, but our soul remembers, our soul has the knowledge. And see this energy, this karmic path that you had to walk to guide a student, to show them a different way, to display true soul strength, and also to kind of give them the time, the space, the possibility to use their own free will. They could have chosen not to project fear, loss. They could have chosen not to drain you energetically, physically, financially. They could have, and you were placed there to allow them to use their free will, but then they did, and the result is there. So now the divine is gonna free you from this karmic link. It's gonna allow you to be released from this learning experience, and so you'll be able to move on as a master of your energy into a new beginning, a new beginning where you will be reunited. You will be guided by your ancestors, spirit guides, by the divine, towards a soulmate. And this is possible because you have had this inner knowledge, this correct use of your free will to obey the divine, to be in a submissive state for a while, to let the energies play out in your life, so that this student, this younger soul, could learn. And we often learn by making mistakes. So there you go. Mistakes needed to be made so that learning and understanding could be. Let's end with a card from the Angels of Abundance. So can we have a last card, please, to help the collective? What do they need to know? Yeah, thank you. To help and guide them. You have clearing depth. Yeah. Your self-care involves removing the heavy burdens of financial and emotional debts from your life. You already feel lighter and freer just by facing this topic and making a plan to clear present obligation and avoid future ones as well. See? Goes with the clearing of the karmic energy also, but you moving away, you embarking on this new journey, on this rainbow, on this Pegasus, towards your dreams, towards your soulmate. It is possible because you have also used your free will to choose that the time was now to get on a new part of your journey, that you sensed that you had been under this fear, under this student projections for so long, that the time was now reached for you to move on. Yeah. Dreams of abundance. Yeah, that is where you are moving on to the abundance that you feel that was stolen from you, that was kept away from you. And so this is the message that we had for you this morning. I hope it has brought you some information, some clarity to help and guide you on your destiny's path for your highest and greatest good, and for the highest and greatest good of all of creation. I thank you for your presence with me this morning. I hope you have a very beautiful and blessed day. And I'll see you soon. Thank you.